Hi guys, this is your reading for Friday the 29th of December. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Low Scarabeo Tarot for today's reading. Let's have a look at what's coming up for you today. The Emperor. The Knave of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the Emperor is like Saturn. The Emperor is about structure, it's about leadership, it's about innovating new ideas, it's about pioneering, and it's about feeling responsible for your own circumstances. We've got Aries here, which is about pushing through and getting things done. Aries being the ram, so overcoming obstacles to get to a position where you want to be in. We've got the Phoenix rising from the ashes here. So this man has not given up and has continued to push until he's got himself into this position. So the Emperor didn't start as the Emperor. He probably started as a farm boy or a stable help or whatever. But he had a vision, he had a goal. He continued to push. That's why he's designed his throne with all these Aries on it, because that's what got him the throne. And he's failed several times, otherwise we wouldn't have the Phoenix rising from the ashes. If you didn't have any obstacles or failures, then there wouldn't be any ashes to rise from. So he's persistent, he's diligent, he works hard, and that's why he's got himself to a position of power. You'll have that sense today that you need to work hard, that you need to create something, and that you need to do the impossible almost. So financial pressures and reality is really kind of hitting, and you feel that you're by yourself and you have to push hard and work hard to get things done. The next card is the Knave of Swords. So this is kind of the Page of Swords. It's someone who's just learning things, who's just figuring things out, who is so clueless that clothing is optional. And the hat is flying away. It's just really someone who's not really getting it quite yet. That's in reverse. So you are experienced, you know what you're doing. You know that the Emperor is a little bit heavy-handed today, and that it's not the right time to get carried away in terms of, okay, today I'm feeling the pressure, I have to start everything. I have to reinvent the wheel, I have to start from scratch, I have to work really hard. I have to do everything myself. You've been there and done that, and that route, you know, is exhausting. So don't underestimate your own experience today is what the cards are saying. You know what you're doing. Easy does it. Don't try and solve all of your life problems by yourself in one day today. And just remember how far you've come already, how much you've achieved, and that you can take things one step at a time, and that you're working in the right direction. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. You can take things kind of slowly. The final card is the Eight of Cups in reverse. And the Eight of Cups is someone who's got a lot of great things in their life to be grateful for, but who is being guided to go out and do even more. And there's an element of fear here in the sense of, if I don't leave behind all of the good stuff that I've got, then I'm going to lose out on even better things. And I need more and more and more, and I'm never satisfied, and I require more thrills, more excitement, more love, more attention, more money, more sex, more everything. That's in reverse, and it shows that you have energy and strength and power. You're not particularly interested in creating more. What you're interested in is seeing the good that you've got in your life for what it is and being grateful, instead of looking to the future. So there's a push and pull today. There's a sense of, I feel pulled towards going out into the world and creating something new, and I feel really driven and almost fearful that if I don't work really hard on this day and if I don't make it happen, then I'm going to be stuck and things aren't going to go the way I want. And I really have big dreams for myself, and if I don't, it's almost like this paranoid, scared narrative in your head that starts to come in and says, I am under pressure. I have to do all of these things if I want to get to where I'm going. And if I don't, I'll miss out and I'll be miserable and I won't be happy and I'll never be the emperor. And that's what I'm meant to be. It's my future self is going to be like my current self, and I really don't want that to happen. So I have to work really hard. On the other hand, there's a sense of keeping things as they are, realizing that you already have achieved all of the things that you need in your life, that you can turn these cups around and say, look at all the wonderful stuff that I've already created. I'm not a beginner. I'm not a newbie in a sense. I've already come a long way. And instead of always looking for more and looking to the future of, getting more of everything and having things added to my life, instead of that, I can look at what's in my life already and I can be grateful and happy with that and learn how to enjoy the things that I've got in my life. So today is a day where you really need to put the brakes on, to chill out a little bit, to say, okay, it's fine. It's all very well being ambitious and being driven, but I'm not going to drive myself crazy today. Instead of just being ungrateful and saying, I reject my life as it is and everything that I've got is useless and disappointing to me, instead of that, take a breath and say, thank you for the fact that I have shoes on my feet. Thank you that I do have a roof over my head. Thank you that I do have people in my life who care about me and who love me. Thank you that I have learned certain things at this point in my life. And I'm going to take a breath and I'm just going to sit on the throne that's already there, because I'm not even recognizing that, because I'm so kind of being pulled into the future that I'm forgetting that I've already built a wonderful life for myself and I can enjoy that today. So today is really about changing your perspective around and really just being grateful for what you've got, instead of letting yourself be pulled into this impossible future, which is going to make you feel like, oh, if I don't create something amazing and beyond today, then nothing is worth anything. And that's the danger of today, that you feel like nothing is good enough, that everything you've tried has been a disappointment, and that you need to work even harder to get to this amazing place, and that it's okay for everyone else to succeed at a certain level, but for me, I have to set my goals and standards much higher because I'm special and because people expect more of me, so I have to work harder and I really have to drive myself into the ground doing it. Resist that urge. Again, be grateful and look at all the good things that you've got in your life and say thank you and try and enjoy the good things in your life. That's going to serve you much more today than actually going out and trying to start a new business or reinventing the wheel, because the odds are against you. If you try and start something completely new and amazing today, that's going to be much more difficult than learning to enjoy the good things that you've already created. And it's also going to feel much better to actually take stock and to give yourself a pat on the back for everything that you've achieved already, instead of driving yourself crazy trying to create some sort of impossible dream that's a fantasy anyway. Because there's nothing concrete about this. It's all fantasy, it's all fear, it's all illusion. So get back to reality and say thank you and be grounded and just try and enjoy the day for what you've got and what's in it already. Number-wise, we've got 4 and 1 is 5. 5 and 8 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4, and 4 is structure and stability, and it's the Emperor. So look at all the good structures you've got in your life. Relax a little bit and enjoy the things that have been given to you and say, I am thankful for all the good stuff that I've got. Because the thing is, when you are grateful and when you've got this attitude of gratitude, it's much easier to manifest more positive things than when you say, I've got nothing and everything is meaningless and I've got to grasp and create and take, because that makes you desperate and that causes you to make errors, and that also pits you against other people, and then you become someone who competes and who feels you have to put other people down and that there's never enough. And it's a whole way of thinking, and it's a whole lifestyle. So you can do yourself a huge favor by just learning to be grateful and to accept and to know that there's enough to go around. And that's how you're going to manifest real abundance and prosperity and happiness in your life. So have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. And in my readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. The astrology gives me your birth chart, and that's a blueprint of your soul. It shows me why you've come back into this lifetime, what your soul mission is, what your life purpose is. It also shows me what you're going to be good at in terms of your vocation, your career, your profession. By using the tarot and the predictive astrology, I can look at what's coming up in future for you in terms of your financial security, your stability, in terms of new ideas and new ventures, your relationships, your love life, your relationships with family and friends, spiritual progress, health, finances, anything that you may have questions about, I can look at. So if you're interested in that, please get in touch for a reading by visiting the website gregoryscott.com. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.